What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another cup of conversation.
No, not that one.
Oh, yeah. Let's start this from the top. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Conversation Center.
Where your heart's problems are our priority.
What's weighing on your heart today?
Yes. So as y'all can see, we are in a different setting. It's February, Love Month, and so we are wanting to know what's on y'all mind and how we can help.
Yes, we put our number out there. We put our contact out there for some of our listeners to hit us up and let us know what's on their mind. Unfortunately, not everybody gets to be coupled up on this beautiful day. So
exactly.
We got a little advice to give from a woman married of how many years?
6 years.
Okay, and I'm in a relationship of 5. I think we know a little bit of something on this topic.
A little bit of something. We live life.
A little bit. Okay, so you want to get to our first caller?
Yes, let's take our first caller now.
All right. All right, here goes our first caller.
First caller.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Ice Column. I'm trying some advice on coping with my child's father. We share custody of a 7-year-old son, but every time I come back home from their house, it's like I have to reprogram him. Put the bed on time or do his chores or whatever like that.
Mm-hmm.
I force him, make him feel he's like a or something. And the worst is he talked me about stressed out with my son. And I need advice on what to do because this Austin is really in.
Okay. So, did you hear what she said?
Yeah, so she always had issues co-parenting, basically.
Okay, so first of all, T, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You might have a little more insight on this. I have an opinion on this one, but you might have a little insight on this one.
Okay, let me see. So first, I need. Yeah, just repeat it just a little bit because I couldn't really hear you all the way.
We got you turned up.
No, okay. So basically, I co-parent my 7-year-old and father, and he'll see his dad every week or so, and every time I come back home, it's like I have to reprogram him. It's like I don't want to do anything. He don't want to bed on time. It's like what his dad house do as he please, and then he like to trust me with my son. And it's like really draining, exhausting. And then when it's his attention on the screen, yell and make it an argument. And I'm just trying to figure out like what to do because I'll be trying to keep the co-parent going, but I just need advice on like what to do, what steps to take.
So, okay, so I think I got it. So I think, okay, so just from the outside looking in and thinking about how I grew up and even though my mom and my dad lived in the same household, we kind of knew who was the good parent and who was the bad parent. Basically, the parent you couldn't play with. And so I think that maybe, I know it's always becomes a screaming match, but maybe going to your baby daddy and telling him like, hey, I don't want to argue. I don't want to, I don't want to dictate how you run your household, but can we come off as a united front in front of our son? And what you do at your house is your business, but let's leave the negativity out of it. You can, if you want him to not have a bad time at your house, that's totally fine, because ultimately you can't dictate what he does at his house. You know what I'm saying? But what you can do is say, let's take out the negative stuff. Things like you talking about me in front of our son, because I would never do, do you that way, and kind of let him know, like, even if that's not the case, even that's not what you're doing, even though you kind of know it's given that's what you're doing, kind of play the role of, I just wanted to be good, like a good relationship. And then two, with being a united front, I would also just set the parameters with what happens at your household and tell your son, even whatever happens at your dad, that's your dad's house. And this house, this is what the expectations are. And because what I will say is, ultimately, your son will thank you later. You might have to go through a rough patch right now, but your son ultimately will thank you later because of the man that he turned out to be from the rules that you had in place as he was growing up. Because although my mom was the strict parent in my household, me and mom, we the best. And I tell her all the time, thank you for raising me the way you raised me.
And I just want to chime in on that by saying, with that cohesive front, that's going to make the child know, okay, across the board, this is what it needs to be.
Exactly.
Regardless. And then the father gonna start falling in that place too. Like the child might go to the daddy house and be like, hey, I'm in bed by 8, 9, 10 o'clock by my mama's house. So,
Right.
it's time for me to start winding down. And then, it might just be like a thing across the board that just transitions. But it does start with a good communication. And you just letting him know you got to be the vulnerable one, even though you might not be the one with the issues or starting the problems, but you got to be the vulnerable one and be just, hey, baby daddy, I know you want to run your house like this, but we need to come off as a united front when it comes to our son.
So when you spoke about it always turns into a screaming match, what are some ways that you approach him whenever you trying to talk to him?
And I can say that I tend to engage to his next activity I do. His response end up having me to respond back in a negative way. So I can't get advice on to not let his activity rub on me, and then to react the way he reacts. So I can't do another approach to come off better, with the situation. But yes, tend to like to scream, tend to like to, want to overtalk me on the phone. I seem like and I'm just trying to nag. And it's not like that. I'm just trying to let some rules so that our son, like, you know what I'm saying? When you get home to that house, you be my home. Let's go by my rules.
Yeah.
That's
Another thing you could do is bring him before you, like, hey, I want to take you out to dinner. I want to do something nice for you because you're such a great dad. Outside of our differences, you're such a great dad. Because now if you act a fool in a public place, you gonna act a fool in private in your home. But now if you get to screaming and yelling at a public place, then I don't think he'll be prone to doing that because it's gonna be embarrassing.
And what she just said was big. Yeah. If you start changing your tone, he gonna look like the crazy man.
Exactly.
He the one who's steady going out. If you come at him like, that's not even how I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you nice. I'm talking to you respectful. And then he's steady yada 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 and popping off at the mouth.
Right.
He's gonna look like the crazy one at the
Exactly.
That's when you get the recording.
Exactly.
That's when you get the
recording. Because if it keeps going, we're gonna have to escalate the problem to get these people involved. Yeah. Yes, exactly. But like you said, you are absolutely right. Your response is what you're gonna be held accountable for. We can't dictate how nobody else responds, but we have to be accountable for our own response. So do you have anything else you want to add?
Oh, but I want to thank you so much, y'all, and then I'll take those if I move forward with that. And I'll update y'all and let y'all know how it goes.
Yes, please do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah, sometimes them co-parenting situations can get real sticky, baby. But like we were just saying, as long as you remain calm and you can control what you can do, baby, you can't worry about what them other people do.
You really can't. I mean, it's so hard. It's hard enough cohabitating with somebody that you didn't grow up with. And I think that's why people say, like, relationships are hard because you're bringing two separate worlds.
Yeah, like Larry said, and y'all get to know me. Like, we are two totally different people. We grew up two totally different ways.
Totally different.
So whether y'all getting married or y'all just having a baby, that still plays a huge part because now we have to
bring two different worlds together.
And we have to come together and think about how to raise this human, which way is right. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, now let's take our next caller.
Okay, let's see what they got. This is getting good. All right, here goes our next caller.
Right.
Hello.
I have a problem that I want to get advice on. It's a work-related problem. I thought I was in a promotion. It was a green company job. Instead, it turned into a nightmare. Do you think you can help me?
Yes, tell us a little bit more.
Okay, so I used to have drinks with my coworkers after work, and now they're whispering at me behind my back. I really don't know what's going on. So-called bestie barely acknowledges me now, and another former friend near to tell me I've changed. I'm so confused. And I told her, right, I've changed. I've worked my ass off, but instead of celebrating, I'm a referee, a game passive aggressive warfare. We have all to turn on me. So there were my phone calls. I dragged it from my assignment, which put me behind. That's my name on the line.
Right. Okay, yeah, now we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, just to sum it up, I'm stuck between proving I deserve this position and not wanting to be the villain. How do I keep my authority without losing every friend I have?
Okay. So it sounds like you in a little bit of workplace beef.
It's a disaster, a workplace disaster, yes.
Okay, and so what I will say, these people are not going to be there whenever you get ready to pay your bills. These people are not going to be there probably 5 years from now. If they have this type of attitude, if they're doing this type of petty behavior in a workplace, they obviously don't take their job serious, and they probably won't be there long. So my advice would be just to treat them accordingly. Always, we told our last caller this as well. Your response is what you're accountable for. Yep. Anything outside of that is solely on them. So I would just make sure that you're always displaying like leadership qualities and being able to be accountable for how you respond to the disrespect versus being also being disrespectful. And then also I would let it be known, documentation rules the nation. And I would also move accordingly after that. Like I would just let them know, hey, I've noticed it. I'm going to be very transparent and upfront with you. I've noticed the behaviors. We don't have to be friends. Are you looking for a friend?
They were my friends before the promotion, so I didn't want anything to change.
Yeah. And I've seen that happen. That's literally happening in my workplace right now. Not with me, but my coworker got a promotion and everybody is expecting her to be a different person. But in a way, she kind of should be. In a way, you kind of have to, like you said, prioritize yourself because it's your career, your bills that need to be paid. All this is about you at the end of the day. Friends and having those people respect you is always a plus. But, like you is always a plus, but your respect is what they need to always bottom line have. Like, they need to always have respect for you. So I know sometimes it is hard to cross those lines from friendship to actually setting boundaries and actually being strict, because I even tell her sometimes I have to let her know you need to be a supervisor. We can gossip.
We need to be able to respect you.
At the same time, tell us when it's wrong and tell us when it's right.
Right.
So you just gotta stick to your guns. That's my advice to it.
Yeah, stick to your guns and make sure you get this documentation. Hey, I'm following up on an email that was sent 2 weeks ago. In order to get this project done in a timely manner, I need you to do your job. Basically, yes. I need you to do your part. Yes. And that's always gonna do the thing in the workplace environment. Email per our last conversation. I love to hit a person with that. Yes. We're not doing nothing outside of in writing type of thing. So I would just make sure I document everything. And there is a such thing as a grievance process. If you're having a hard time with somebody at your job, I'm sure you can go to your HR department and let them know this is not a good situation. But when you go, make sure you have your documentation so you can have something to, not prove your case, but help your case. So, but yeah, is there anything else?
Stop meeting with them afterward?
Most definitely.
Yes.
Most definitely.
You gotta draw them lines. You gotta draw those lines in the sand. It just gotta be what it is. Just for them to have that respect for you.
Right. And just for it to not be anything that happens outside of work that the workplace can't take control of.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I really appreciate y'all. This has been bothering me for a while now. I thank you so much for answering.
No problem. Thank you for calling.
All right, have a good day.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye-bye.
Who's child? That workplace drama. Baby, that ain't nothing to play with. That's why I don't make friends at work.
No, really.
I don't do
literally.
that.
Oh my God, my friend Bree, the one that I told you, well, the one that came on the show.
Yeah.
I met her at work, and she said I was her coworker for 5 years. I called her like
I feel her on that one.
Like, I was not quick to be like, oh, my friend. No, you're my coworker. You cannot follow me on social media.
Yes, we don't even need to meet outside of here, like
At
none
all.
of that. None of that. I didn't. Yeah, I don't really make work friends, y'all. That's not my thing. But this was a beautiful episode.
Beautiful.
And we definitely gonna. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'll tell you in a second. We're gonna do this more often. This was fun. I like to have people call in and give us their grievances, whether it be love or anything we got expertise on. We love to give y'all our opinion and our advice on it. So y'all call us up. We'll be putting our number out there for y'all to hit us up and leave us y'all thoughts and let us know how y'all thought this episode was. Give us some critiques. You can text us. You can leave us a voicemail. And like, subscribe, share. And we'll see y'all next time. Deuces.
Bye.